Hi, and today is Home Improvement Day, and J&R and Barbara Kay welcome you to Home Improvement Day here at J&R. And we're going to be teaching you how to do all kinds of home improvements in your living room, from hanging stereo speakers to patching holes in the wall to even hanging those carbon monoxide detectors that are so important for your home. So I hope you guys have a great time and learn a lot today at J&R. Barbara Kay, which is me, is a lifestyle brand, and we design and market a line of tools for women. And the tools that we market for women are supposed to empower women to give them confidence in their home. So if you don't want to rely on your husband, your ex-husband, your boyfriend, your next door neighbor, your father or your brother, you can do it yourself. You can do it yourself with tools that are more ergonomically designed for yourself, for a woman. In the newer buildings built after World War II, there's more drywall. And drywall is a man-made material, and it comes in 4x8 sheets. It comes 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 3/4, and it's fire rated. So this is supposed to be fire rated to protect from going from one room to another in case of a fire. Typically how commercial construction is with metal studs, which you have here. In buildings before World War II, they built with block. Okay, and so the block, when you're hanging pictures and doing things like that, it's very difficult to drive the nail into, so you need what's called a carbide tip on your drill. These picture hooks are really engineered to hold a ton of weight, and they actually go into block walls. What I bought from the hardware store are a couple different things. This is spackle, and there's really two different kinds of spackle. There's joint compound, which come in the big buckets, and that's really for larger projects. But I keep these in my home because if you want to relocate a picture and you have these little holes in the wall, it's so easy to fix them. There's two different kinds. There's the spackle that takes a while to dry, okay, and that's the vinyl spackling. And then there's the fast and final, and this is actually something that dries pretty much in minutes. For bigger holes, I'm going to show you the process that you do it with. This is called wire mesh, and you can buy this in the hardware store. It's like $2. And what this does is this creates a barrier for the larger holes. This actually has an adhesive around it, and you just put it over the hole, and then you're going to take a plaster knife, and let's see, you can use this. The proper way is to take a little bit, okay, and then put it on here. So you kind of use that as the shovel part of it, and then you spread it on. What you want to do is strokes, kind of like this way, okay, and you want to get it so it becomes flush with the wall. And so you're going to give this a coat. You're going to wait for it to dry, and it would probably take a few hours to completely dry. If I just have little nicks, I don't need to really reinforce anything. I'm just kind of spackling over it and waiting till it dries. Now this one, the other one, is a quick dry, and what I did was I bought a sanding block. So after you plaster, you'll buy a sanding block. This is about 99 cents. This is quick dry. So what's going to happen here is it's going to dry in minutes, and then you sand it, and then you prime and paint. Typically what you do after the first coat, you wait till it dries, sand it, apply another coat. Okay, so 2 coats, sand again, and then prime and paint. That's the proper way to do it. If I'm hanging pictures, studs, which support the wall, it's important to put your picture into the stud. How do you find the stud? Studs are every 16 inches on center. That's typical for New York City or really any construction. So if you have a wall that is 48 inches, okay, every 16 inches right here, I should have a stud, and that's where your picture would go. Because you want to reinforce the picture into a stud. Toggles are things that you actually put into walls, and they expand into the wall, and they act like the stud. You actually put a hole in the wall and you put this into the wall. The first thing that you do is you take this red thing, and you're gonna stick it right in here. We're supposed to measure, but so since we put it here, we wanna make a pencil mark right about there.
Okay.
So put your other drill hole over there. Okay, now the red, and this acts, like I said, as a support. If you're not going into your stud, this reinforces the screw. Now you take the piece of the carbon monoxide detector that twists off, and you put the screws through the holes. We have to take this drill bit off, okay? And you put the drill in reverse to do that. And then you take your screw bit. So we're gonna put this back in. Okay, and now you hold this. And we're gonna line it up, stick the first screw in, and make sure it's on forward. Okay, so now you're gonna start to screw this in. And you basically take this and you line it up. This just screws into place, and then that's it.